Yeah.
Stepping Out by Cream from an album called the BBC Sessions.
It was Live Cream 2 Stepping Out. That was the track that I just loved when I was a kid growing up. I used to listen to that over and over and over again. What I hear now with my more mature ears, and I haven't heard that track in a long time, Eric Clapton can play slow while the music's fast, and sounds energetic and great. It's like every time the 8 bar cycle comes around, he might change the tone a little bit,
Go to a
go
high
to a high
note.
note.
He doesn't
He
leave that
doesn't
much
leave that much
space, so
space,
it's
so
like
it's like
he just
he
kind of
just
gets
kind of
this
gets this.
flow going, and it goes and goes. It's great.
When you think about that time period, how many white British guys were playing that well, playing American blues that well? How many? You
That's
know?
what struck me from that. From that clip was he's really got the sound down. He's got the feel. He's got it going on, and also the trio there, the power trio, Ginger Baker and Jack Bruce, very good musicians. Jack Bruce, in particular, later in his career would stretch out and do more jazz and fusion kind of things.
Did you see that Ginger Baker movie?
I did. Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
know. Yeah,
Don't say anything bad about him. He'll come and cane you. Oh my
that is
God.
yeah. If you haven't seen that film, it's a must. It's outrageous. Yeah, so you've got Cream there doing the blues thing, and that blues rock blend, and you've got Jack Bruce with the kind of a little bit of distortion on that bass.
Well, he played the SG bass, which
Has
has
a
a
pickup
pickup
that's
that's
wrapped
wrapped
30,000
30,000
times
times
with
with
copper
copper
wire,
wire,
not the
not the
usual
usual
3,000
3,000
times.
times.
So
So
it's
it's
like
like
super
super
heavy
heavy
duty
duty
output.
output.
It's
It's
the
the
bassiest.
bassiest.
Like,
Like,
oh, that's a
that's a
great
great
bass.
bass.
I
I
actually
actually
bought one
bought
of
one of
those
those
pickups
pickups
because
because
you
you
can
can
really
really
create
create
an
an
incredible
incredible
subtone
subtone
thing
thing
with
with
it.
it.
But it also
But it
has an
also has
incredible
an
output,
incredible
and the
output,
bass amps
and the
back then sucked.
bass amps back.
So it's a combo.
So
That's
it's
why
a
it always
combo. That's why
sounds
it
farty
always
and
sounds
distorted
farty
like
and
that.
distorted like
Also,
that.
Ginger Baker,
Also,
he
Ginger Baker,
brags
he
about
brags
having
about
perfect
having
time, but
perfect
it
time, but
sounded
it
like
sounded like
on his
on his
drum
drum
solo, it
solo, it
sounded like
sounded
he
like he
was
was
kind of
kind of
throwing
throwing
the
the
drums
drums
down
down
the
the
stairs.
stairs. It's like I'm not sure if that was intentional chaos. And I've seen interviews with Clapton where his manager was super upset with him because he keeps his entire band on retainer rehearsing in England for months, and it costs him like $1 million just to rehearse with the band. I guess the money's not. And he said that he wants the whole band here to rehearse, not for the band, but for him, so he can practice his singing.
Wow.
I guess he's kind of self-conscious about his singing, and then feels like that's what always needs working.
Interesting. Also on that, I felt that was not Jack Bruce's greatest bass solo on that particular clip. Um,
Well, it's an awkward tempo, and Ginger Baker just leaves him out to dry.
yeah,
It's like, okay, where's the drums? That was just solo
yeah,
bass, well, like on a kind of up tempo like that. That's a little
yeah.
bit
I
weird.
think also you know that again early in the career, I think Jack Bruce's bass playing developed and later in his career he was pretty sophisticated bass player and always an adventuresome guy. Like you hear a lot of his stuff, his Jack Bruce's solo stuff, and it doesn't always succeed.
No, yeah, I usually can't get past that element of it, and kind of just gave up on it.
But he
I know that sounds rude of me, but
Well, I kind of felt like, yeah. At the same time, some of it doesn't seem to quite work it. But he was very willing adventure, to experimenting, trying things. He could have just sat into an easy groove and rode on that Cream thing all he wanted. But he was always searching and pushing the envelope for himself.
yeah, I heard some spoken word stuff too. That was interesting. It was like definitely taking cues from Burroughs and that kind of the poet thing.
Yeah. So, all right. So that basically concludes our first episode of singers who shred and swing and play.
The next one's going to be jazz, right?
The next one we're going to do, yeah, a couple.
Like Chet Baker, Nat King Cole, and
Yep,
all that.
yeah, and BB King and Bonnie Raitt
Oh, great.
and Nina Simone, and yeah, we've got a lot of great stuff there. And again, we want anybody out there listening to send us in some suggestions for this kind of show, where we find that the singers that have some kind of instrumental thing they bring to the table that is unique and not typical of a singer. And it can be any genre. And also, tell us who we missed. And we'll get to the Stevie Ray Vaughns and some of those other people in future episodes. Although we're going to hear plenty of Stevie when we get to blues guitar.
Now I'm hoping we can dig up some sweet vocals by Miles Davis. Is that possible?
I don't know. Yeah. All right. So until next time, and again, check out our Patreon page for our exclusive content and for lessons and for transcriptions of the music that's in the exclusive content. We're doing the big series on John Coltrane, and we'll be doing other artists as well. And we'll see you next time.
Signing off.
All right, Timo.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.